Hey guys, it's Tanya. The title of my speech is Violent Video Games. How many of you have children? How many of those children play video games? How many of you, as parents, know if the video games your children are playing contain violence in any way, shape, or form? We, as Americans, were both shocked and mortified as we sat glued to our television sets on April 20th, 1999, watching the tragedy at Columbine High School unfold. Two students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, armed with guns, knives, and explosives, went on a massive shooting spree. At the end of the spree, 12 students and one teacher lay dead, along with 24 others injured, in a study by Grossman and DiGaetano. On December 14, 2012, 20-year-old Adam Lanza shot his mother in the head 4 times with her own gun. He then proceeded to drive to Sandy Hook Elementary School, where he brutally murdered 6 adults and 20 children in less than 5 minutes. All of his shootings were multiple times, with one victim, a 6-year-old little boy, being shot a massive 11 times, also in a study by Grossman and DiGaetano. We may ask ourselves why. What could bring 3 young men to commit such violent acts of crime? The answer to that question may startle you. Both Harris and Klebold played video games, one of which being entitled Doom. Doom is part of a genre of video games called first-person shooter games. The reward for playing this game is more damage inflicted upon your enemy through continued play. In fact, Harris, while planning for the massacre, said that the killing would be just like playing Doom, and that the rifle they would use would come straight out of the game, in a study by Grossman and DiGaetano. Lanza, like Harris and Klebold, was an extremely active player of the game Combat Arms. Unlike Doom, Combat Arms offers a player better weaponry through continued play, and Lanza's dedication to the game was downright chilling, recording 83,000 kills, with approximately 23,000 of those being headshots, also in a study by Grossman and DiGaetano. We might find it hard to believe that playing video games could lead 3 young men to commit such atrocious acts of violence. However, studies have proved that playing video games has long-term detrimental effects on individuals. Such effects include, but are not limited to, physiological arousal, in which one's heartbeat increases along with their blood pressure while playing violent video games. These individuals are slower or less likely to help someone when help is in fact needed, in a study by Anderson and Bushman. Other feelings are aggressive thoughts and aggressive feelings in studies by Anderson and Bushman and Salim and Anderson. Another effect is desensitization to violence, in which an individual has a slower heart rate and heightened skin response while playing violent video games, in a study by Carnegie and Anderson. In yet another study, one group of individuals was asked to play violent video games while another was asked to play non-violent video games. At the end of the study, both groups were asked to administer a loud blast of noise to the loser. Players of violent video games not only administered a louder blast, but also for a prolonged period of time when compared to those playing non-violent video games, in a study by Bartholomew and Sester. Today's youth are being raised in a culture of death and violence. It's all over the media, and it is incorporated into video games. Murder seems to be something that comes naturally to our children as a way to solve their problems. We as parents need to do something drastic in order to take the violence out of the lives of our children. I think we should all petition the manufacturers to ban violent video games. This would prevent our children from being subjected to violence while playing video games. It will also mean no more desensitization to violence, no more physiological arousal, no more aggressive thoughts, no more aggressive feelings. You may think that your voice will not be heard. However, when combined with the voices of many others, we raise our chances of being heard tenfold. Imagine a world free of violent video games. Children would not think that it was okay to kill as a way to solve their problems. Schools would become much safer places, and we, as parents, could rest a lot easier knowing that our children are safe from violence and killing while playing video games. I urge you to go to petitionvoice.com/violentvidgames petition.html and sign the petition to ban violent video games. I also urge you to convince your friends, families, and neighbors to do the same. As parents, it is our job to protect our children. By signing the petition, not only are you protecting your child, you also may be saving a life and or the lives of others. Your voice can be heard. Thank you.